Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing another Beast Wars review, and that will be of Cheetor in all of his forms and glory. Now, Cheetor. A little information about this bad cat right here. Cheetor is the youngest member of the Maximo group, and of course he is a cheetah. Cheetor, cheetah, duh. And Cheetor is very reckless, rash, immature. He looks up to Optimus Primal, among other people, but mostly Optimus Primal, and he tries the best he can to get on his good side, to do good on missions for him. It doesn't always work out towards Cheetor's favor because of his immaturity. But like Black Arachnia, Cheetor grows a lot throughout the seasons. Season 1, he is that very much rash, young, immature, hasty youth who grows in Season 2 to become a little bit more battle-worn, kind of a little bit more mature, but still a little rash, still a little cocky. And then in Season 3, he starts to grow into more of the good soldier type. Still has a hint of youthfulness. It isn't really until Beast Wars that he gets his full development where he becomes the leader of the team, actually, for a few points. Cheetor truly grows into what he's supposed to be. A good soldier, a leader, and quite possibly a replacement for Optimus Primal. So he has probably the largest arcing story out of all the Beast War Beast Machine characters. Uh, Cheetor didn't have really many big overarching stories. He just had overarching character development. I sounded like I just contradicted myself there, but there weren't many Cheetor stories. Like, Depth Charge had his story with Rampage. Dinobot had his story with the Golden Discs. Cheetor was kind of more of a secondary character that just had a lot of development going to him. Personality-wise, like I said, he has a whole spectrum of personality. He starts off as youthful, rash, hasty, goes from being youthful and cocky, and then eventually become leadership material, wise, and patient. Powers and abilities, well, Cheetor has multiple different forms, so he has different powers and abilities for each of them. He has a whole array and slew of weaponry, rifles, guns. He's also proficient in hand-to-hand combat. Not quite as good as, say, some other people. It isn't until his Transmetal 2 form that he really gets good at hand-to-hand combat, but it's more of a feral style than anything. So let's actually get into the figure itself. Now, this is the reissue of Cheetor, as you can tell with the Bella color scheme and the Maximo symbol right there. Let's see if I can reach it. To be honest, although I love Cheetor's original figure, the Beast Mode is a little unimpressive. It looks like he has a tumor or he's pregnant or something's going on down here. You can easily rectify that by taking the gun out, and he looks a little bit sleeker, a little bit better. You can still see the robot kibble here and there, but on a whole, he looks better. The face looks very nice for the cheetah head. Now, transforming him is very easy. I don't have to pause to go off on this. You take off the tail, the back ass area, and that becomes one of his guns. This gun can squirt water. Don't actually do that. Well, I don't. But Cheetor's transformation, like all the other Transformers of his era for the, I don't want to say basic, but I guess Season 1 modes, all had pretty standard, basic, quick transformations. If you're actually timing me, tell me how long this takes. I probably could do it faster. I'm just trying to be gentle with my figure because, I am a nut like that. And there we go. Cheetor, fully transformed. Whoa, I lied. Gotta spin his ass around. There we go. Now he's... Oh, no, I had it corrected beforehand. I just had to spin his legs around. Wow, talk about making mistakes. Okay, now we have Cheetor fully transformed. And I have to say, Cheetor is one of my favorite of the original Transformers. Very good looking, very standard status quo, but it pulls off very nice. Very show accurate too. The main difference between the reissue and the original is the original I think had golden arms, which I believe was actually more show accurate. been a while since I watched Beast Wars. I'm actually planning to rewatch it, but um, still, the reissue looks very nice. It looks very good. Again, it's very show accurate, and it kind of hits the status quo for Transformer figures, with the head being very Autobot slash Maximal like. You know, the body transformation is very similar, even to car Transformers. You know, various Transformers where, you know, the back half becomes the legs, the front half becomes the head and the arms, so on and so forth. Kind of just rambling right now. He can put his guns in his hands, and the only complaint I have is one of his guns have a long back section here, so you have to off-angle it a bit. But that is Cheetor with his guns. He looks badass and magnificent. I really do love this figure. It has to be one of my favorite of the original Transformers. I love how his crotch right here, his little peepee thing, has a mouth and is screaming, ah! Look, doesn't that look like eyes right here? 1, 2, and then you have a mouth. Come on! It does. But it really is a good-looking figure. It's a nice figure, and it's a good figure to have on display. You can probably still get him for fairly cheap online. Next is his Transmetal figure, which I always liked Cheetor's Transmetal Beast Mode. It was sleek and sexy, and again, the Transmetal figures were almost 100% show accurate, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, but still, good-looking figure. Very nicely done Beast Mode. Very nice. The actual Cheetor name is right there on the side. Gotta turn it that way. Cheetor. Because all the Transmetal had their names on there. Although, never mind, I was just going into a zone. Anyways, alternate mode, because the Transmetals had 3 modes. His is a jet. Not very jet looking, and you have a big empty gap there, but it still looked good. It was still practical. You know, Cheetor became a flyer, and that was nice. There was nothing wrong with that. Let's actually get transforming this fellow. And his is a pretty quick transformation, if I remember correctly. Let's see. I'm either going to do fantastically well and get it done within, I'm going to give 30 seconds, if I don't break it. Or I'm going to do horribly bad, and it's going to be so transformed on the video, you guys are going to just laugh at me. But you know what? I think I did well. I think I did well, because there we go. I believe he is fully transformed. There we go. And there's Cheetor in his Transmetal form. I really liked this design for Cheetor in the show and also for the figure, although the hands always kind of bothered me. He had only a thumb and a finger. He's like, but it was kind of cool. You can put he put his hands together to shoot out a beam from his mouth. You can't really do it with the figure unless you move the arms a bit. Cheetor just lost an arm. You had to move the arms a bit to make it happen, but on the whole, the figure is good. It has a great range of articulation, especially for a figure of this size. And you can take the whip or the mace, or I'm not exactly sure what they tried to make it. It looked like a whip slash mace with a spike at the end. It's almost like a board with a nail in it. So let's get Cheetor all badassed up for you guys. There we go. And yeah, you know, the Transmetal figure, although I love it, is not quite as good as the original. At least for me. I think on a whole it's better, but I like the original more. But the figure is good. The figure balances nicely, and it goes well with all the other Beast War figures. Nice. Beautiful. Good color schemes, too. And last, but certainly not least, is his Transmetal 2 Beast Wars figure. Which I'm not entirely a big fan about with the design in the show or with the actual figure itself. It almost looks like a lichen, like a werewolf of such. Still Cheetor, or more a saber-toothed tiger werewolf. But, you know, the biggest complaint I have with this figure, other than the design, the beast mode looks fine. I don't care about the robot mode, but is a lack of detail in the coloring. He's kind of bland. There's not much to him. Where the others had good detail, this one's kind of just bland. If I remember, the transformation for this bad boy is pretty simple also. Let's see if I can pull it off. You take the gun out, and it's kind of funny because with the gun, he actually doesn't hold it on the handle. He holds it on those yellow claws there. And pretty sure this transformation was quick and simple. It was only a matter of popping the head out and spinning his ass around. See if we can get that head out. I might have to pause this. Oh, no. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I'm getting there. I think... Oh, Stella's getting her groove back. And then just bring it up. Come on. Come on. Be a good boy. Hey, hey, hey. I'm not totally useless. Got it right. Spin this bad boy around. Adjust the legs. Adjust the arms. And there we go. Transmetal to Cheetor, which really kind of looked pathetic, to be honest. It doesn't look like Cheetor. It looks like some kind of screwed up Frankenstein version. And I never really liked it like that. I never really cared for it like that. Tail's not singing. I don't know what this is supposed to do. Is this supposed to be another claw, another gun? I don't know. Yeah, I never really understood this figure or the concept of the design they were going for. Like I said, you see the hand here? The gun fits in like so. It doesn't really hold there that well. But that is Cheetor's Transmetal 2 design. I don't really... I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. Got this little Sabretooth, you know, the X-Men Sabretooth kind of blades on the side of the arms. It's not really that good looking a figure. It's probably my least favorite Transformer figure, which is saying a lot. But, yeah, there is Cheetor. Great character. Gonna get a better Cheetor out to end the review with. Great character. For the most part, good designs, except for the last one. He actually was the only design in Beast Machines that I liked. Well, you know, Black Arachnia wasn't bad either. But, yeah, Cheetor, badass, great character. If you get a chance, I try to pick up the figures, okay? This is Andrew saying peace out for now.